Welcome back to Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. We're between sets 1 and 2. Anteaters up 1-0 on UC San Diego. First of 2 quarterfinal matchups coming your way here on Spectrum Sports. But while we have an opportunity here courtside, we'd like to have a word here with John Dufrese, President and CEO of the Hawaii Tourism Authority. Thanks for joining us, taking a little bit of time. You were sitting behind us watching that first set. What were your impressions of the match?
You know, it's pretty intense, and to get this quality of play in a tournament like this is a big thing for us at HTA.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of what people have been talking about in terms of the economic recovery coming out of the pandemic, obviously community well-being, all of that stuff. A lot of that is fed from the effectiveness of the Hawaii Tourism Authority's messaging. How does sponsoring, as a presenting sponsor, an event like this help in that cause?
Well, you've got student athletes that represent the very best of what our university systems are, in particular at the University of Hawaii. We compete globally as an industry. Frankly, this is a natural fit for us.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people from the continent and elsewhere, they consider Hawaii a tourist destination because of the sun and the surf and the beaches and the cuisine and things of that nature. But I think a lot of the messaging from the HTA is, hey, this is also a destination for business meetings, conferences, conventions, that kind of thing, right?
You know, that's the starting point. What we're building on is a message that moves this much deeper, because Hawaii just has so much more to offer than just being a playground for the Pacific. And these tournaments mean a lot to us.
Well, as we see some of the visitors' numbers once again coming back and increasing for some of the people out there who might be watching this broadcast, what would be your message to them?
What I would say is just be patient. You know, this industry went through a lot, like all businesses, during the last 2 years. We're in a recovery mode. We're now moving into a stabilized environment where there's some certainty returning. And I would just ask people to be patient and allow this to unfold over the next year or 2.
Well, I tell you what you and this organization have done to bring this tournament to the islands in front of these passionate volleyball fans, it has been something to behold the last couple of years. So thank you so much for your efforts.
Our pleasure. We're part of the team.
There you go. There you go, John Dufrese, the CEO and president of the Hawaii Tourism Authority. I got to give C-Mac, who is a Punahou guy, right, like yourself, I got to give him a chance to ask you a question, though.
I would just say, what are your biggest challenges going forward?
You know, the biggest challenge is we've got to get better at managing the flow of visitors once they're here. And you do that by providing them real-time information that can allow them to make real-time decisions. If there are 2,000 people at Hanauma Bay, nobody wants to be 2001. Right?
Yeah.
And so we're developing right now systems that will allow us to do that more effectively technologically.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much. John Dufrese, President and CEO of the Hawaii Tourism Authority. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So we appreciate Mr. Dufrese stopping by.